A day after the shocking and senseless murder of a doctor in Newport Beach, we're learning more about the victim and the man accused of killing him. KCAL 9 Orange County reporter Michele Gile is live in Newport Beach with exclusive new details. Michele.
Lena, that's correct. I am just hearing from one of my sources that the alleged gunman, Stan Elkus, was not an established patient of Dr. Ron Gilbert. In fact, no one in the office there recognized him, but he did, according to my source, come in to see Dr. Gilbert on Friday. Gilbert was much too busy. Elkus wore, according to this source, a satchel over his shoulder that is believed to have carried this gun. Elkus was able to get the appointment for yesterday. He came back to the office and saw Dr. Gilbert wearing that same satchel. When he went into the examination room, Dr. Ron Gilbert followed him, shut the door, and that is when, according to my source, a bang was heard, a banging sound, followed by several more banging sounds.
Now thinking about it, maybe that was a warning sign.
A neighbor of Stan Elkus, the Lake Elsinore man accused of gunning down a doctor yesterday in an examination room in Newport Beach, wishes he could have prevented the deadly encounter. When James Lord helped Elkus fix the brakes on his car Sunday, the 75-year-old said something prophetic.
When he gave me the tool and the $10, you know, because I told him, no, that's not my tool, and you keep the money. He says, no, I might not be around much longer.
The Orange County coroner now confirms that urologist Ron Gilbert, seen here on YouTube, was shot multiple times in the torso. The autopsy was performed this morning as investigators from the Newport Beach Police Department wrapped up their investigation at the suspect's home. Authorities say evidence related to the crime was seized. A handgun used in the killing was recovered at the scene. Dean Williams, a longtime patient of Ron Gilbert, wonders why the doctor would have been a target.
He was a wonderful doctor, very compassionate, apparently very, very skilled. He didn't perform my surgery, but he did the follow-up, and as I say, I was very impressed with him.
Gilbert, who would have turned 53 years old tomorrow, was a devout member of his temple in Huntington Beach. He was a husband and father of 2 sons, as well as a former head of urology at Hoag Hospital, where he's worked for 20 years.
How can one ever imagine that a public servant, such as a physician or one of our nurses or any of our staff or our volunteers, would be subjected to some sort of act of violence that would then result like this?
No one is saying why Stan Elkus would allegedly carry a gun into Ron Gilbert's office and shoot him. The suspect, who's being held on $1 million bail, was described as a loner by his neighbor, who says he knew of his health problems.
Yeah, he'd complain about his prostate problems, but he never said anything bad about the doctor or you know, especially doing something like this.
Now, my source tells me that as soon as Dr. Gilbert's partner heard the shots in the office, he ran into that examination room and he saw Stan Elkus. He saw this man allegedly holding the gun. He grabbed the gun from him, threw it down the hallway, and removed the gunman from that examination room. He then started to administer CPR on his partner, trying to save Ron Gilbert's life. We understand from the district attorney's office that Stan Elkus will make his first court appearance tomorrow. That's the latest live in Newport Beach. I'm Michele Gile.